What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. I'm always a ball of nerves on launch day. So we're gonna launch the boat today. So we're gonna go over a video on how a couple's gonna launch the boat. You see I scrapped the big girl today and we have a U-Haul truck. The one thing I love about it is it had the backup camera. I didn't have the swung out, but it's perfectly straight. So before I hook that up right there, I want to make sure that I'm lifting my motor. Before you leave out to the marina, make sure, I did this last night so I wouldn't forget, put in your boat plug. Put in your boat plug. One thing I wanted to make sure. Another thing you want to make sure, don't forget to lift your motor. If you're storing it down, lift your motor, you will tear it off the transom. So I'm going to do that right now. In order to do that, I'm going to have to get into the boat right here and turn the key in. And then this right here is free spinning like that. You want to throw it in drive. So that's not free spinning. So let me get that together right now. I'm going to pull all this up right here so I can reach into the boat, turn the key for the battery so I can lift the motor because the battery is off right now. You're not supposed to transport a boat with the cover on. We go 1.5 miles, so I do it with the cover on. Here's the boat. Engage this. The battery is engaged right now, and on top of the battery being engaged, it gives you access to trim the motor. Alright, so that's higher than the trailer, so we're good to go. And then now with this spinning right here, you don't want that, so now you have to put it in gear. Grab this right here, you put it in gear. Okay, now with it in gear, it won't spin. Okay, so now I'm going to button all this back down. When traveling, do not leave this on your boat like this. You don't leave this on your boat like this because, believe me, the wind will break off your buttons. The wind will break off your buttons. We're going 1.5 miles. If the wind breaks out a button, I'm going to replace it. But right now, that's how that is staying. Other than that, you need your life jackets and you need your ropes because that's how me and my wife do it. So let me get some ropes. This is not dock line, but this is rope. I think I got my dock line in the bin at the marina already. So right now, all we're doing is putting this in the parking spot at the bin. We got to go maybe 200 feet once we launch it. Here's another thing for you. Have your life jackets. Once you're putting it in the marina, once you're going down that ramp, you're going to be in open waters. You have everything with you that you need: your registration, your insurance, your flares, your life jacket. Oh, I got to get my marine radio, because if you get pulled over by the Coast Guard, you are considered in open waters once you take it down that ramp and unlatch it. So make sure you have everything that you need. So before I remove the rocks from the tires, there's rocks on the tires, I'm gonna get the tow hitch ready. So this has a backup camera, so I'm directly in line, but I didn't leave enough room for the hitch, so I gotta pull that out some. If you got a carport, you gotta make sure you put your bimini down. You gotta make sure all your height clearance is clearing straight out. We gotta disconnect it twice because this truck and this boat will not make the turn. So that's why we don't got a bigger boat, because won't make the turn. So I gotta pull this out before I take the brakes off. I'm gonna make sure that the hitch is on because I don't want the boat to roll either way. Put this down, and then I'm gonna pop that on, and this is why I don't move the bricks. Okay, want to move it that way some, my love, and I put the brick in again, push it in some, and I put the brick in so it don't move, and then we can start going down some, and then this way we'll pop it in place right when it's in place. Okay, I'm gonna hold it, roll it down some. Going the right way? No, other way. I'm holding it in place while she rolls it down, and it's in. Keep going all the way down now. Have this opened all the way up. You gotta watch that you don't sit on the lock in here, and don't put your fingers underneath there. Now once this is completely in, keep rolling so that wheel is all the way up. Okay, now that's all the way up. Okay, stop. Now you pop this out right here and turn this up when I pop it out. Locks in the other position right here. There's a way to do this too. Let me see. sideways so it don't roll anymore. Okay, so this is in place. Lock it down and you put your lock on it. I'm not going to do the lock right now because since the yard is so small, I got to pull the truck out first and the boat as much as I can, and then I can move the boat out. Now after it's locked, unhooked, then I could move the front ones, and after the front ones are moved, then I could go straight out. Butt plug in, boat plug in, engine. This is higher than the trailer. That's higher than the trailer. Boat is strapped on. Boat is strapped on. Not only that, boat is strapped on. We have this right here is the trailer cable. This right here is the ratchet hitch. Both secured, pin in for the swing out. Now we can pull out frontwards. I'm gonna pull out as much as I can to get the boat. I know I'm not gonna make the whole turn, so we're gonna have to push the boat out the rest of the way. I'm going as straight as I can and turning it the last minute.
Stop, stop. Oh, maybe you might have cleared it. I didn't know if you were going, didn't look like on this side.
Cleared either way. Okay, now from here, I gotta take it off, straighten it out, then we gotta push it forward.
Okay, so we've put the bricks back behind the tires again so that it doesn't roll back any further.
Okay, now grab the brick and I'm gonna push it frontwards, and you keep pushing this brick behind the wheel as I'm pushing it frontwards. Okay? I'm gonna push it sideways, I mean. Okay, got it? Push the brick back there, okay. Now if we can walk it out, it's good. Let me get this straight. Now there's two ways of doing it. If you got somebody with strong legs like my wife, you could push the boat straight out right this way and then turn it when you're in the alley. If you got skinny legs like mine, you push one side out, put the bricks, push the other side out, push the bricks, put the other side out and push the bricks till you get to the alley, and then you turn it. So let's see if we can push it all the way or just have to turn it. Told you my honey had strong legs. All right, now we're back in place. We're on concrete. We can go ahead and set everything, get it ready to tow. Okay, so I got this back down, this back all the way up. You lock this down and you put your lock on it. I'm going 2 miles, a mile and a half, but guess what? I'm putting my lock on it still. So this don't pop up when you're driving. So put your lock on it and lock it in place. Now your cables right here, they got to be crossed. They cannot be straight. You cross your cables, and there's a method to that madness that if they ever happen to come off, that it will create a cradle for your boat. Now here's this right here, the trailer hitch, and even though I'm putting this on right now, this is brand new, we are still gonna check to make sure all the lights work, and we're gonna disconnect this when we get to the boat launch.
Okay, this right here, you gotta make sure you can't push down anymore, and it's locked in the right position, and you can't pull it out. It's locked in the right position right here. Alright, now I'm gonna do the signals, and then we're gonna go from there. Right? Nothing? Try signals. Nothing? Alright, let's figure this out.
Okay, here's our problem. First time renting a U-Haul. This is square, and this is circle. This is square, and this is oval. This is not going all the way in there. I don't have an adapter for it. We got a mile and a half. I'm putting the hazards on and we are going. Check this right here, double latched on right here. Crossed cables are crossed. Pull up on it, locked. This right here, you should double check. It's not working. Circle and square don't go into place. Motor is up. 2 latches on the back. All right, let's go. Okay, you know I'm pulling with this brand new 7,000 mile Chevy Silverado U-Haul truck, and we would normally launch this boat and the other boat with my 2002 Chevy Astro van, let me tell you the difference in just feeling the shake and backing up with the backup camera and the stability and the horsepower. I don't even feel I got the boat on the back with this one. You know, I'm still cautious of my braking, because your braking is what's going to cause you, if you're going too fast, pulling so much weight, it's going to cause you the problem. But there's no problem with this brand new truck, and I'm looking forward to getting, I'm probably looking at a van, because you know me and my vans, but it's worth the $58 to rent a brand new truck to tow your boat if need be. So we're here now, but I gotta go check for dock lines and life jackets. Gotta have my life jackets in the boat, and I gotta get my dock lines, because that's how we launch. And if you're new to launching, pull over to the side, let everybody else go with you. This is where I gotta step in the boat and make sure everything's prepared. But I'm going to check the dock right now, the boat launch, because I'm gonna see what side we're gonna launch on, because that's where the side that the bumpers are gonna go on. So you know, you're going in backwards, so if you're launching on that side, your bumpers go on one side. If you're coming on this side, there's two launches here, so you got to go check, because that's where I tie my dock lines to. When I get to the slip, I'll tie them where they need to tie, but right now I'm just gonna check the dock to see what side I'm gonna go on. I mean the launch. Believe me, this is steeper than you think when you're sitting backwards on this thing. Okay, so the water receded some, but they actually added them wood panels to I can actually kind of go on either side. I'm more comfortable on this side over here, but we got to jump over this a little bit because it floated with the water. So we're probably going to launch on this side still, and then I have my honey jump over this side right there. So that's the side I'm going to put all the stuff on. Everything neat how we're going to launch. We got the buoys, the fender bumpers on the side that the boat is going to go on. I got the extra long line so my honey can pull the boat off of it, because that's how we're going to launch. I have the battery, and I'm going to put it in and make sure the battery makes a sound. Not all the way, don't start it. Your battery's on, enough voltage. Okay, this right here can take out the gear now, because we're just going to the boat launch. Let me climb down and then get the other part ready. Okay, this right here, I'm disconnecting. I'm wrapping that around here so there's no power going to the hitch. I'm getting the main cable off right here, the main one, the main cable, and I'm leaving the trailer winch connected. So that's the main cable coming off, if I can get it off, and then the trailer hitch is still connected. Okay, here's the trick on this one, what I am gonna do. Okay, the main cable is gonna be off some, but I'm gonna back this off some. Push down, get this out. I'm gonna back this off some to give it some room, and then lock it. So if you're on the boat launch and it's too snug and you can't get your boat off, you're not gonna be able to get this off. So I back it off some, but leave it connected, because you don't want your boat to go running, sliding all the way off, especially if you got rollers. If you got rollers, you don't want your boat to go right into the water. So I back that off some to get some room where it's gonna slide down, tighten up, and then we're gonna have some room. So we're headed to the boat launch next. Get these, reach in there, or before I get to the water, tell me stop, reach in here, get these ropes and pull these all the way to the side. Okay, make sure I'm not going to roll over them. This one's an easy one to grab these all the way to the side. Okay, and then when the boat's in the water, if you could reach one of the things to tie this off, tie one of these off on the cleats, just wrap it around, and then this will be on the ground. You unclip these.
Have to unclip those?
Yeah, unclip these. These will start floating. One's almost unclipped, but it won't come off until you just unclip this one. Okay? So you're gonna grab these right here.
Tie the boat off first.
Yeah. Oh man, are they really coming in? Oh, okay, no. Grab the ropes. I forgot to take off the back straps. It should have been floating.
I was wondering why the hell it's not floating. You're all the way in there. And now you caught on camera where I tripped, so you gotta take that off too.
Okay.
Now I gotta pull the ropes to the side again, otherwise it's gonna be too hard.
Is it floating?
No, not in.
Hey, you want to hook the other part now? Yeah, it's all on you now. You can pull it off. Okay, now I'm in the boat. So I'm in the boat. I know the key works. I gotta trim the motor to put it in the water first. You don't start it until your boat is all the way in. So your motor's in. Motor's in the water, then you can start it. Look for the telltale. Telltale's coming out. Everything's good so far. I gotta let my honey in the boat before I back up. And then, I mean, this is basically it. We're launched. We're in the water. We got to back up from here. We can either back up or my honey could pull me. If you're not comfortable backing up, somebody could pull you all the way to the end. And then you're free to go. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.